serve in Baltimore, including a come-from-behind walk-off win last night. Now the scene shifts to D.C. for two in the Nats' backyard. Steven Strasburg gets it started on a busy night in local sports. Well, the Battle of the Beltways has finally made its way down the Parkway to Nationals Park. O's and Nats fans coming in side by side. Nationals need to beat these guys. It's been a little lopsided in recent years, and here we are for Game 3 at home. Great night in D.C. Hopefully all three teams win, but only one we can worry about right here. And it's time to turn this thing around against Baltimore. They've won 6 straight. The Nats have lost 3, but they're dominating this series right now.
Yeah, for whatever reason, the Orioles own the Nats, and enough is enough. That's got to stop tonight. You got the right guy on the mound. The Nats are the first team in this big D.C. sports day, so hopefully they set the tone. They haven't beat the Orioles very much lately as you look at the numbers. The Caps haven't won a Game 7 very much lately. The Wizards trying to advance, so hopefully everything turns around tonight, and it starts with the ball club right behind us. Steven
Strasburg, as FP mentioned, the right guy to have on the mound. He is 9-3 career in interleague play with a good ERA of way under 3 runs a game, and the Nats need that tonight.
Yeah, 1-0 with a 2.25 and 2 career starts against the O's. He's coming off a career high 119 pitches, so we'll keep an eye on Steven tonight. Dusty expecting a good one out of the big right-hander.
And oh yeah, he has one of his 2 career homers against the Orioles. Bryce Harper getting ready in the dugout. He's been swinging the bat well lately. Getting some hugs. Let's go. It's the Nats and the O's. Time to turn this Beltways thing around. Brought to you by PNC Bank. For the achiever in you. By the Lexus RX, featuring a pre-collision system with pedestrian detection. Standard. And by Ocean City, Maryland. Put your vacation days to good use in Ocean City. Book now at OCOcean.com. Nice night at the ballpark. going to be mid-70s for first pitch. Flag's not doing a whole lot. It is coming in a bit from right field, so 74 degrees as you look to the west. Beautiful sunset coming up. Mark Trumbo, walk-off single, 12th inning last night. He's only 2 for 9 in the series, but he has hit a homer, a couple of RBIs and a walk, and 1 for 6 career against Steven Strasburg. Steven has really good numbers against the Orioles. 1-0 career, 2.25 in 2 starts. So Seth Smith is in there. We are ready. At least we thought we were.
The 7th start for Steven. See the average against. Get back to him in a second.
And the fastball is high. We're on time at 7:05.
Earned his 3rd win of the season last start. Loaded his ERA to 2.66 in 5 2/3 shutout against the Phillies. Tied a career high 119 pitches in that one.
And the breaking ball is in there, 1-1.
You remember he had that calf cramp that he pitched through in the 6th inning.
And there's another one. 20-year veteran Doug Eddings has the plate tonight. Corey Blazer at first. Crew chief Jeff Nelson. There he is at second, and Laz Diaz over at third. Same umpiring crew from Baltimore down here to DC. Modified shift on 1-2 pitch. That thing's drilled to center. Michael A. Taylor going back, and it's off his glove. Seth Smith rounding second, heading for third, and he will stop. So Seth Smith, who did not play in the first game of the series, is now 3 for his last 5.
A ball hit hard. Watch Michael A. Taylor with a good route. Checked the fence, reached up at the last second, knew the fence was coming.
Adam Jones will be up, and he'll be trying to advance the runner at least. Nats have pitched Jones and Machado pretty well in the series, although Adam Jones did hit the solo homer against Max Scherzer last night that got them on the comeback trail. So he's 2 for 10 with a homer, 0 for 5 career against Strasburg.
Defense for the Nats behind Stephen Worth, Taylor Harper, your outfield, Turner Rendon left side, Murphy Zimmerman right side, Matt Wieters behind the plate.
Jones 14 RBIs on the year. Tied for first in the American League, 444 runners in scoring position. 2-1. Pretty good career numbers, though, against the entire national staff. Orioles are 14-10 over the years at Nationals Park. 2-1 pitch. Way inside. There's Manny Machado, who's 1 for 10 in the series. Way inside again, 3 in a row, way off the plate. 2 on, nobody out.
We'll check out the Twitter poll tonight, see what you think. Best chance of winning tonight, very simple. Nats, Caps, Wizards, or all of the above. Vote at Fightin' Hydrant, use hashtag Nats poll. Here it comes. Vote away, at least for a half hour or so.
Then as baskets and goals and runs start piling up, people can change their vote?
Yeah, that one's going to change throughout the course of the night. You can bank on that.
Okay. There's Manny Machado. A problem for Strasburg in the past. 3 for 3. He's up there hacking, way out of play. Strasburg really working in off the plate against these right-handers. 18th career interleague start for Steven. 9-3, 2.84. And against American League teams, he's averaging right at 12 strikeouts per 9 innings over those 17 starts.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see how the 119 pitches last start affects him.
Well, we've noticed starters throwing a lot of pitches lately. Dusty trying to get these guys to be effective as long as they can in their games, given some of the problems happening behind them. At least not defensively, but the pitchers who come behind them. And Max Scherzer, unbelievable effort last night, comes away unrewarded. Got to work through it as a team. 1-2 pitch. Let's go inside the numbers, brought to you by Jeep. Last 8 games, look at the horses, FP. I mean, that's a lot of pitches for these guys.
It is, but Mike Maddox and Dusty will tell you it's based on, you know, what kind of pitches they are, what kind of stress is behind those pitches, not necessarily the number itself. But to your point, I think it's a good one. I think Dusty's trying to stretch him out as long as he can based on the bullpen with the highest ERA in the National League.
Swing and a miss and a big out early in the game. By the way, that number you saw for Tanner Roark, a career high, and Strasburg tied his. And that's huge. Manny Machado down, 1 out.
A change up from Steven last start. He threw that 14% of the time at 89 miles an hour. If you remember against the Phillies, he was really digging his slider. That was his pitch. But that one a big first out here in the top of the first. Manny Machado goes down on strikes.
Next up is Chris Davis. Yeah, Manny Machado now 1 for 11 in this series. If Machado and Davis, pardon me, Jones were 3 for 21, you'd figure you would have already won at least 1, maybe 2 games in this 4-game set. Nats pitching has done a good job against the middle of their order. Chris Davis 1 for 7 with 3 walks. And the count's 1-1. Trumbo on deck. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. No coincidence, the Orioles have won 6 straight. The hook looking good so far. That's at least the 3rd called strike he's had with it.
Really digging Steven Strasburg out of the stretch this year and how efficient it's become and how consistent he's been repeating his delivery. You know, you don't have the big windup, you don't get side to side lateral with it, you don't spin out of there, just more online, direct right through the catcher.
Davis late on it, and Jason Worth circles in left to put it away for out number 2.
Remember, warm night in Philly, he was sweating big time on Friday, and then he had the little calf crampage. Saw it there on that pitch. Everybody came out, hey, you all right? Yeah, just a cramp. Then he threw a couple more pitches and kind of fought through it. Stayed in the game for a long time. Pitch count got high, and Dusty came to get him. But he battled and he fought. A scrappy effort to get his 3rd victory of the year last time out. We loved it.
Yeah, he didn't want to leave, did he?
See all the sweat coming off his hat.
There's Mark Trumbo. He goes up hacking. 9 for 25 over his 6-game streak. And career 1 for 6 against Strasburg.
Ah, the old Orioles catcher out to the mound. He knows how they used to steal signs from second, so he's changing the signs right now. The game within the game within the game within the game. He's got a smile on his face too right now. Yeah, I know what we used to do last year. Okay, we got to change the signs. He's having a laugh about it. I like it.
On the foul tip, it's 95 to go 0-2.
Good location, staying away.
Oh, 2. Bury that changeup when you're confident in your catcher with men on base.
Redo, start him over.
Yeah, long first inning here. Trying to put a 0 up there, get the offense going early against Wade Miley. One-two pitch. Tried to bring that front door breaking ball back. Counts even.
Trumbo's first walk-off hit last night ever. I like the fastball away to Trumbo. He's strong enough to leave the other way, but in this ballpark, it'd be tough. And I'm not even looking at that graphic. Thank you. That's enough. We're good. Get it off. All right.
Swing and a miss on the 83 breaking ball. Couple of strikeouts for Strasburg. Get your programs. Get your program with Trey Turner. More importantly, let's get Trey Turner on base to start the game. Did Nats still lead baseball at 281, 202 runs scored. Daniel Murphy, interleague play since the start of last season, 24 runs batted in, most of any hitter. And Murphy, of course, on the RBI charts this year as well, in the number 4 spot with Bryce Harper. Wade Miley, always an interesting matchup, FP, when the Nats see a left-handed starter. It doesn't happen a lot, but they've hit lefties well.
Well, they're first in all of baseball hitting lefties. A .336 average against lefties, first. On base percentage, .395, first in baseball. Slugging percentage, first, .617. And at bats per home runs, 16.6. That's first, too.
Turner taking, and it's 1-2. Trey is 3 for 3 career against Wade Miley. He's a guy who works quickly, gets the ball back. He's ready to roll. 2-5 in 11 starts with Baltimore last year, after going 7-8 in 19 starts with Seattle. That's on the corner, and Trey Turner strikes out for the 27th time.
Defense for the Orioles behind Miley. Smith, Jones, Trumbo the outfield. Hardy, Machado left side. Scope Davis right side. Caleb Joseph behind the plate. But how about Wade Miley's last start?
Unbelievable.
It was on May 5th against the White Sox. He exited after being struck by line drives in back-to-back at-bats. He left with a wrist contusion. He went just 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits. So line drive, consecutive hitters off Wade Miley, had to leave. Never heard of that, never seen that.
Yeah, he looked amazed, dazed, and confused after the second one. I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah, fastball, slider, curveball change. Fastball 91. He'll bury that slider on a right-hander's back knee with 2 strikes. That's his out pitch. I mean, you talk to Orioles people, way more aggressive in the strike zone this year than he was last year, but he's still walking a lot of hitters. And as you can see, he works really, really fast. We like that.
And Jason Worth, pretty good 0-2 hack. That was close enough to the outside edge. Jason, 3 for 13 against him. Miley, with Arizona and Baltimore, 2-3, 3.76 against the Nats career in 7 starts. 1-2 to Worth, who's 2 for 8 with a walk against the O's in this series so far. Check swing right into the dugout, flying right past Ryan Zimmerman, who's in the hole.
Did that get Daniel Murphy? Zim trying to hit it. He probably could right now the way he's going. Hit it to right center for a homer.
Miley working away from our hitters. That time he gets inside on Worth, and Jason flies it right below us. Count stays 1-2. In the division today, the Braves have lost, the Phillies have lost, and the Mets blew a big lead. Jeurys Familia gave up 4 in the 9th to the Giants. Phillies hammered the last 2 days by Seattle. 2-2. So
the rest of the division gives you a chance to figure your bullpen out. That's why you shouldn't panic yet.
So the Mets under 500 again with their loss today. Miami hosting St. Louis again tonight after losing the first 2 to them. And Jason Worth's knowledge of the strike zone gets him a 3-2 count.
And I'll tell you this, and this is no joke, this is the best Nationals team I've seen since I've been here. If you iron out your bullpen issues, it's going to be a fun year. By far the best team I've seen. And that's even without Adam Eaton. Wish he was here.
Good at bat by Jason Worth. He's aboard for Bryce Harper.
So check this out. Magnet in your pocket last Friday, May 5th. Look out. Oh, that one I think is the one that got him on the wrist. This is a replay. So the next hitter, look out. Oh, man, down. Got him in the rear end, I believe, the second one. And Buck said, hey, this is just not your night. That is crazy stuff.
Bucks ball club. They have to win every day to stay ahead of the Yankees, who are a half game behind. One of the ways Baltimore and New York are doing it is with home field dominance. Orioles best record in baseball at home, 13-3. Yankees 12-3. On the road they're 9-7, and the Nats are 9-6 here. Bryce Harper, 2 for 7, a homer, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks in the series. He also has good numbers against Miley with an RBI, 4 for 7.
Tough one to reach if you're Bryce. That was down away. Definitely a pitcher's strike. What's Mercedes-Benz think about it on PitchCast? Right on the black.
Part of the ball splitting the outside edge. Outfield really deep. It's as deep as you'll see anybody play early in a game. Outside 1 and 2.
Oh, Bryce Harper is it.
So lefty-lefty matchup, but a shift on here, 1 and 2. Miley, 30 years of age, 59 and 60 career, 171st start.
Away, 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 away.
Little tapper. Harper off to the races, and that's well played by J.J. Hardy on the shift. 2 down, Worth to second.
Good hustle, made it close. Lunging for the bag is strictly frowned upon in this establishment, but good hustle by Bryce. And nice play by J.J. Hardy. Knew he had some time. Firm flip. Right on the money.
It's up to Ryan Zimmerman. First base open. Left-handed hitter, but it's Murphy on deck. Ryan looks at ball 1. 5 for 10 career against Miley. Orioles have pitched him well. He's 1 for 9 in the series.
Pretty good numbers.
Two and 1.
Lefty on deck. First base open, 2 outs. I'm surprised Buck didn't run out and tell the umpire to walk him. He
made a personal appointment for that last
He
night.
missed it last night. Buck Showalter went out.
This will be out of play.
And told Laz Diaz that he was going to walk. I forget who it was. And we speculated. We were wondering if Buck had 4 fingers. Because that's all you have to do nowadays is put up 4 fingers. Maybe he didn't want anything to get lost in translation.
I think it was Wieters in the 9th inning.
Yes. One of the best. We're big fans, but that was funny last night.
2-2 to Ryan Zimmerman. Target in. That ball was out over the plate, and Ryan took a big-time hack. Wade Miley's been tough to hit this year. Opponent's batting average 207.
It's a good take.
That is a real good take. Just missing with some borderline pitches. So 4 RBIs attached to that 5 for 10 plus 3 walks career against Miley. Strasburg threw 24 pitches. Here comes his 26th. Zimmerman, and that ball is speared by J.J. Hardy. Looked like it was labeled for left field. Neither team scores in the first.
see this last night. We're showing it to you again. Bryce Harper in the 11th. Game on the line. Check out the arm strength. 99.7 miles an hour. That was the fastest throw ever recorded for Bryce Harper in the StatCast era. So his hardest throw to home plate extended the game another inning. And the hop and everything involved, that was a great play by Bryce. That ball looked like it wanted to shoot by him, kind of going toward the foul pole all of a sudden. Took a nasty hop. Great throw, and it was fun to watch.
By the way, Bryce Harper tied for second in the league with his third outfield assist, and that pitch hit Jonathan Scope. He's going to first base to lead off the second.
A curveball from Steven just backed up. Watch, kind of squirted out of there. Got his hands on the side of it. Oh, that was weird.
Wow.
He took his hand off the bat and his hand was in the strike zone. I just thought it got him on the elbow initially, but watching that replay, that was weird. And he thought so too.
That's as far away from a bat as I've ever seen a guy's hand with a pitch approaching. Here's J.J. Hardy.
So if it's the bottom of the ninth and you're down by one, can you just wave your hand in the strike zone and let it nick you?
Or if you're trying to break up a perfect game.
You had to go there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just had to.
Hardy 3 for 8 on RBI, a walk in the series. And he just made a spectacular leaping grab to rob Ryan Zimmerman of a possible RBI. Counts even 1-1.
You know the saying, make a great play, bat second the next inning after the leadoff guy gets hit in the hand.
Apparently on purpose.
That's weird.
I know. You're risking injury there.
Why did he take his hand off the bat?
Hardy, strike 2. Jonathan Scope hit by a pitch for the team leading 5th time this year.
CSI Masson, why didn't he take his hand off the bat? Did he just go, it's going to hit me? Look at that. He almost put his hand in Matt Wieder's glove.
One ball, 2 strikes. Strasburg, a long look, throws a ground ball, but it's through. And Scope will stop. They know all about Bryce Harper's arm now. First and second, nobody out. Caleb Joseph coming up.
They just saw a highlight. That's why he stopped.
Caleb Joseph 1 for 5 last night, but 4 for 4 the night before. He's the one who hit that ball last night on which J.J. Hardy was thrown out by Bryce. So he's in the number 8 hole tonight with Wade Miley on deck. Nats have turned 32 double plays on the year, 5th in the National League. Secondary pitches looking good so far, 1 and 2. That's going to drop behind Ryan Zimmerman. They're going to send the runner from third. And the other runner will end up at third. 1-0 Baltimore on a little flare by Joseph. And he is 6 for 10 against the Nats.
Oh, you look at the pitch, 2-seam fastball. Joseph does a good job of pulling his hands in. And the pitch was up, so the hit was up. perfectly placed right over Ryan's head. Probably don't want to StatCast that throw, but he just wanted to get it into the infield quick.
Hit batter, 2 consecutive hits. Top of the order, Seth Smith after Miley here. And this guy can handle the bat. 27 career sacrifices. He's a 148 career batter, though he hasn't hit regularly in a couple of years since leaving Arizona. Oh for 2 this year. Lays one down. Rendon's going to pick up the ball and hold it, because had he thrown to first, Hardy would have scored from third. Bases loaded.
Well, that's a good no throw by Anthony Rendon. Watch J.J. Hardy follow him. Trey Turner had to go to second. That's his job. Murphy over to first. This is one of my favorite plays in baseball. If you execute this right and the third baseman throws, you walk home. And if he doesn't throw, you just simply walk back to third, because the shortstop never rotates over to cover the bag, because his assignment is to cover second. You bunt the ball to third baseman with the runner on third. The runner at third reads it. That was perfect by J.J. Hardy. Nice bump by Wade Miley, and a weird second inning going on right now for Steven Strasburg.
Seth Smith, the hitter. So he's trying to sacrifice, but it goes as a base hit.
A hit by pitch on the hand in the strike zone. A blooper over first, and a bunt right in front of home plate. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Yeah, who are these Orioles playing small ball? And again, it's the bottom of the order that has hurt the Nats, and a couple of guys right at the top. The middle has not been a problem. Seth Smith teeing off on one. Michael A. Taylor at the wall. Just enough room. 1 run will score. The runner from second goes to third, and the Orioles lead 2-0. Seth Smith almost left the yard.
Just hit it too high. Yeah, he's frustrated. See him throwing his bat down, but the ball carrying here at Nats Park tonight. And Michael A. Taylor back to the fence. Gets it in quickly. Good at bat again by Seth Smith.
Had double and a sac fly tonight. Here's Adam Jones, who walked his first time. Runners at first and third. Jones, a smart veteran hitter, wants to elevate something here. He's hit into 3 double plays. Similar location as the last 3 pitches to him in the first inning, when Steven missed way off the plate inside. So some stress early in the game for the Nats starter, who's already thrown 37 pitches. He's going to serve one for an RBI to right field. 3-0.
Line is moving for the O's here in the second. This is a nice piece of hitting by Adam Jones. Look at the pitch. Not a bad pitch. Slider down. Pitching down there for the ground ball, and Adam Jones just gets below it, serves it into right. He was thinking that way with the runner on third. Beautiful piece of hit.
15th RBI. Here's Manny Machado. How long can the Nats continue to get this guy out? Two and 0.
Got a long way to go in this one, but I was wondering how last night would affect today, and talked about a little bit at the end of the game last night.
when you lose late, those are the ones that take it out of you. Those are the ones that are tough to leave in the clubhouse and move on to the next day.
Machado, that ball right at the bag for Murphy. He's going to turn a 4-3 double play. Could have been worse. The Orioles pick up 3. Middle of the second. Cold one. Look forward to Miller time later in the game. Brought to you by Miller Lite.
It's a shark right there, Roger Bernardino. See that? I remember Daniel Murphy last night. The home run to put the Nats on the board. The DC Lexus dealer is donating $250 to Children's National Health System for each of the first 200 home runs the Nats hit this season. Lexus, experience amazing.
And that was his first time up last night. 1 out, top of the second. Here he is leading off the second at home the next night. So Murphy, 6 homers, 29 RBIs, 4th most in the National League. 5 for 15 against Wade Miley in the lefty-lefty matchup. Rendon and Wieters to follow. Bottom 2, and the Nats are down big early. On the edge. This ball slicing out of play.
Daniel Murphy with words to Lance Diaz last night. Didn't like the strike 3 call. Got thrown out of the game.
This ball's well hit, approaching the left field corner. Long run for Seth Smith. And it's a foul ball as he couldn't put it away. Kept moving away from him.
You know, I think when you talk about his ejection last night, that was just frustration. A guy that likes to win. They were ahead. The inning came unraveled. He came back in the dugout. Gets new life here. Good effort by Seth Smith. But that was a culmination of events last night, in my opinion. It wasn't just one call that Laz Diaz made against Daniel Murphy. He dove for that ball up the middle, just missed it. The game continued, and he was frustrated.
2-2 here.
Wants to win. Just like everybody else in that dugout. And Dusty tried to save him.
Off-speed pitch, low and away, and that's bounced to Jonathan Scope. Had to give with the ball a bit. 3 straight for Miley since he walked Jason Worth.
Number 6.
Beautiful night. two totally different ballparks. Camden Yards with its straight lines, fans right on top of the action. Nationals Park more of a circular configuration, further from the field, but great sight lines as well. Ballparks 16 years apart in their openings. 1-1. Anthony Rendon in this series so far 2 for 9. Matt Wieters waiting. He's 2 for 8. Seven for 11 career against these lefties, or this lefty, and that was a healthy hack. An RBI, couple of walks against Miley. Counts 2-2. Fastball away, good take, 3-2. Anthony Rendon becomes the Nats' second base runner. Miley 21st walk in nearly 33 innings. He has struck out 38.
Yeah, high strikeouts, high walks. Seems like it's hard to put the ball in play off Wade Miley. He's either walking you or striking you out.
As mentioned, opposing batting average coming in at 207. Strasburg's 220. That's 9th best in the National League. Matt Wieters 2 for 6 with a homer against the lefty. Matt Wieters is now 6 for 11 batting right-handed. That'll easily get Rendon to third. With Taylor coming up, a corner situation, 1 out.
Just about to say how much I like Matt Wieters' right-handed swing, and for obvious reasons. You remember he had the multiple home run game. Those were both right-handed, and then he gets a fastball right down the middle from Wade Miley and elevates it into right center. Good read by Anthony Rendon. He knows that ball is headed for the gap. Easy first to third, and now Michael A. Taylor has a chance to answer that 3 spot the Orioles just put up.
And
there goes the no-hitter. Thank you.
big spot for Michael A. here in the second inning. 0 for 1 against Miley.
Good rip. Pretty good numbers with runners in scoring position. Looking to elevate something here. Stay in the middle of the field.
Nats need to get on the board here. Off speed, Taylor out ahead of it, 1-2. Mercedes-Benz on the pitch cast.
That's where he did choke up, put the ball in play. Change up out in front. Now you spread out, choke up, and even if you hit it on the ground, you're hoping your speed beats out a double play and you get your ball club on the board. Got to put it in play right here with the pitcher on deck.
Close. Caleb Joseph tried to snap it up and frame it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Likes to throw that slider at your back knee with 2 strikes. Everything pretty much away in the sequence. See what he decides to do.
Foul tip into the mid of Caleb Joseph. Miley a big time for his 2nd strikeout tonight.
It'll be snowing K's when the Nats take on the Mariners on Wednesday, May 24th. Thanks to Coca-Cola, the first 25,000 fans take home a Max Scherzer snow globe, commemorating his 20 strikeout game. All right, visit nationals.com/promotions today. Max Scherzer snow globe. You say that fast 5 times in a row.
Steven Strasburg 1 for 11 this year with a home run. Outside. Wei-Yin Chen, the pitcher Strasburg got on May 20th back in 2012 in this yard. For his first career, then he went yard in Philly. That's deep short. J.J. Hardy, ever dependable, continues to take things away from the Nats. 3-0 Baltimore after 2.
$5,000 fans to slide in Nats Park on Friday, May 12th will pick up scabs all over their bodies and a Trey Turner bobblehead. That's presented by Masson. For tickets to this contest between the Nats and the Phils, visit nationals.com/promotions.
3-0 Baltimore. We go to the top of the 3rd. There he is. Volkswagen moment in history. May 10th of '81. Charlie Lee of the Expos, first French-born player to toss a no-hitter, maybe the only one. He was born on Christmas Day in 1956 in Orleans, France. Against the Giants at Olympic Stadium, a 4-0 win. So franchise no-hitters, Charlie Lee. Scherzer a couple, right-hander Bill Stoneman a couple. A Presidente. So in a relative short period of time, 3 Nationals no-hitters of the 7 total in the organization.
I think Pedro Martinez had one in San Diego. Through 9, but the game went extra innings.
I'm sure you guys had the feeling that he had that capability almost every time out, right?
Yeah, but I don't remember it like Max. I like that.
Okay.
I mean, Max gets to the second inning, I'm thinking it. He gets to the third inning, I'm really thinking it. Last night he had the stuff to do it.
1-0-2 pitch. Chris Davis takes one low and away. Strasburg got him on a fly ball to Jason Worth. First time up. Swing and a miss on a pitch. Moving away from the left-handed batter. Strasburg's third strikeout.
Yeah, maybe his best pitch of the night. Nasty changeup here to Chris Davis. Watch this one just take a right turn at the end. Davis way out front. He's thinking fastball in. Watch his front side pull out of there. His hips fly out of there, and nothing he can do about that. Great pitch.
Next up, Mark Trumbo. Strasburg struck him out with 2 aboard to end that first inning. Foul tip on a pitch inside.
Another changeup. Mark Trumbo had a walk-off home run on opening day. That was his first walk-off base hit, is what I meant earlier.
Okay. Orioles have the best record in baseball at 22-10. They've done well in interleague. They've beaten the Nats 2 in a row. And they won 2 out of 3 at Cincinnati earlier. Orioles have been the second best team in interleague baseball in the last 5 years, bettered only by the Red Sox. And they're just a couple of wins apart. 0-2 with 1 out. This will be out of play. Strasburg's 163rd career start. All-time winningest Nats pitcher, 72 and 42. There's Jonathan Scope, who, by the way, extended his on-base streak to 25 games with that hit by pitch.
He could get on base every game of the season if he keeps doing that.
Career high.
He might have 3 fingers like Buck, but he'll get on base every time.
1-2. I just saw that stat and it made me a little suspicious. That's all. 25 games in a row on base. 1-2. Target in, and Strasburg hitting the spot to strike out Trumbo a second time.
Boy, he got the feel for the changeup out of nowhere, and it's dirty. Back-to-back strikeouts on back-to-back swinging strikes on the changeup. Look at that thing. I mean, you just have to. 89-mile-an-hour turbo sinker, basically, is what it is.
Yeah. Strasburg so known for power. First 5 years or so in the big leagues, and he's pitching, finessing, confusing hitters. That was a snap on a big curveball right there. So here's Scope hit by a pitch, and that got them going on that bottom of the order 3-run rally last inning. 1-1 into the 8 o'clock hour here at Nationals Park, where our ball club is 9-6 on the season, trying to beat these Orioles. We've got the hex on the Nats right now. 1-1 pitch. Well, might as well keep throwing it until somebody makes some kind of contact.
That changeup's his best friend right now.
And you and I talked about this numerous times this year. Why just use it to lefties? It's a great pitch to right-handers.
Well, he's always throwing it to both. He's got a good feel for it right now.
1-2. Curveball. Fair ball. Rendon couldn't get to it. That was a breaking ball sitting up. Jason Worth getting that ball as it was scooting along the outfield wall. And Jonathan Scope is 3 for 8 in this series, and he's been on base 5 times.
I'll tell you what, we only get to see Jonathan Scope about 4 or 5 times a year, but he has to be one of the most underrated players. I mean, plays a great second base. He swings the bat. He gets on base a lot. 10th double of the year. It just seems like he's always in the middle of everything, hitting down in Buck Showalter's lineup. He makes stuff happen down there. Good player.
267 last year, but 25 homers and 82 RBIs. He's more than a complimentary player in this lineup. J.J. Hardy. Slow bouncer through the right side of the infield first time up. Ryan Zimmerman's about 30 feet off the bag because this time he doesn't have a runner to hold on. Scope was aboard when he bounced one right where Ryan is standing.
Dusty even mentioned after the game last night, it's the guys in the bottom of the order that are killing us. It's not the big boys like you would think. It's 6, 7, 8, 9. And looking back at the damage that the Mets did against the Nats here at Nats Park, it was the bottom of the order. Phillies, same thing.
This one into center. Michael A. Taylor has it. Top of the order for the Nationals in a 3-0 game.
Both Dusty Baker and Buck Showalter recently bemoans the current interleague format in which teams don't just play a team from a set division in the other league, but they also play a regional quote-unquote rival. Now, managers across Major League Baseball have a problem with this because it doesn't always create a level playing field. In this case, with these two teams, the Orioles and Nats, they both lead their division and have to play 4 games against a high-quality regional opponent, while a team like, say, the Cubs gets 4 games against the struggling White Sox. There's really no way to get around this as it's currently designed. You don't know in advance which teams will be good and which won't as Turner grounds one to short. But guys, it does mean the teams you're competing against for playoff spots could have a slightly easier road to the postseason than you might.
Yeah, these things go in cycles, Dan. I mean, Houston Astros is a great example. People used to love playing them years ago, and now they're one of the best teams in baseball. So when you're talking cars, you're talking Coons. Thanks to Dan with our Coons.com sideline report.
I'm not a fan of interleague play at all, except for when you're playing somebody close to you. Like, this is fine. Everything else you can have it.
Nats will be traveling to Oakland, Anaheim, and Houston this year. Angels will come here as well, and so will the Mariners and the Rangers.
Okay. I mean, it'd be nice to see Danny Espinosa and things like that, but I mean, how much interest is there in DC between the Nats and the Angels? I mean,
yeah.
So to my point, yeah, Orioles, Nats, of course, this is great. Battle of the Beltways. Mariners, Nats, not so much.
Off speed, and Jason Worth way out ahead. And of course, since the Astros switched leagues, There now has to be at least one interleague game every day of the year. Each league has 15 teams. Another off-speed pitch and Worth to center for Adam Jones. 2 outs in the third. When the Nats win and score 7 or more, get 50% off. Regular menu price. Online orders at papajohns.com. Promo code NATS50. Papa John's, proud partner of the Washington Nationals. Bryce Harper hitting over 400 still his last 19 games. Shift on.
You know, Miley's lower half was a little quick last year. They slowed his legs down. He's getting out front on top, and you can see the results. He's keeping the ball down nice. When your arm trails, you miss up. When you have a slow lower half, you get out front and get on top of that ball, and he's been down the zone for the most part all night long.
For the Nats offense, this is the 21st inning of this series. They've had more than one hit in an inning in only 4 frames so far. One inning last night with 3 hits, and then 3 innings on Monday night with 2 each. So the Orioles have pitched the Nationals pretty well. This team was all about the big innings first 5 weeks of the season. 1-2 pitch. Harper swinging a miss. Wade Miley into this game with a 2.27 ERA, and he's dealing tonight. Fourth inning of Nationals baseball, brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Getting to that twilight time for driving and for catching fly balls.
Have you ever seen the Woodrow Wilson Bridge up? I've never seen it up. It's a drawbridge that's like 1,000,000 feet in the air, and I've never seen it up for a boat that's that big.
I'm pretty sure you better hope you never do. It might take a while. Top of the 4th, Orioles have out-hit the Nats 6-1 and lead 3-0. Caleb Joseph, their first RBI, and that little flare over Ryan Zimmerman's reach. Back in the second. Joseph 6 for 10 in this series, and all singles. Continues to pound that changeup down and in.
Remember Tanner Roark's last start, it was curveball changeup. Max Scherzer last night was fastball slider change. He had them all going on. And tonight for Steven, the changeup has been his best pitch. There it is.
Wow. overmatching right-handed batters. Strikeout number 5.
Yeah, just turning it over. What was this one, 90? 91? Power changeup with 2 strikes. Off the fingertips. Looks like he's throwing a Titleist, doesn't it, with the ball in his hand? Look how small the baseball is.
Wade Miley. Bunt base hit, first time up. Good location on the heater. Two down, strikeout number 6.
Twitter poll update. What do you think? All the above, 45%. Well, the Celtics are up 13-4 right now, early.
Oops.
No scorer in the Caps game. Maybe we should have A, B, C, D, E, none of the above. But it's early. It's early. Yeah. Just joking. Jokes, joking. Jokerson, Jokerson. She's voting. He's calling someone that, hey.
He's calling customer service.
Vote for, yeah. I want to put 30 after the first on the Caps.
Top of the order, Seth Smith. Good night so far. Double, sac fly. Strike call. Seth Smith's on a 5-game hitting streak now. 10 for his last 17. Big league career goes back to the Rockies in 07. He was part of that team that made that unbelievable September run. He had a base hit in the World Series that year. Oakland in 12, San Diego in 14, Seattle the last 2 years.
Screech in the hole.
I'd walk anybody to pitch to him.
I'm walking Adam Jones to get the Screech. Just so
better believe it.
Screech can't hit.
Hopefully that's next inning as Strasburg wants to get Seth Smith. Well, you know what they're getting ready for. That's where they queue up for the president's race. Otherwise, the mascot really not allowed to hang around the visiting dugout that much. 1-2. Just missing at the ceiling of the strike zone away.
Turbo change for the win.
On the breaking ball, and he strikes out the side. 7 Ks for Strasburg, so he's back where he should be. Time for the offense to follow suit. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more in car insurance. Teddy about to win his first race of the year. Oh, come on. Visit geico.com, see how much you could save. Bush League play by George. Tall Tom Jefferson in there, his 4th win of the year. George has 4, Abe has 7, and Teddy left lying on the warning track, still shut out for the year. So close. Zimmerman, Murphy, Rendon, 4, 5, 6 in the 4th.
So somebody on Twitter suggested this, and I like it. The next time he hits a home run, you have to say "Z you later" with the Z.
Good call.
I mean, I said "See you Tater" on the
How many producers we have on this show?
Hey, you want to get on Twitter? We have a bunch. Everybody knows everything, but we like it. That's a good one, though.
1-1 to Ryan, who's hit 13 of them. Tied with Eric Thames at the top of the league right now. Mark Reynolds of the Rockies. Quite a story. 1 behind. Rockies shut out the Cubs today, 3-0. German Marquez took a no-hitter, threw 6 there today, and he was a guy on the wrong end of that 15-12 score when the Nats and the Rockies had that slugfest in Colorado 2 weeks ago. Daniel Murphy waiting. Payoff pitch. High in the air, right field way, out of play.
The Cubs are like the Heisman Trophy winner that always has a bad bowl game. You know, they go on the circuit after when they win the Heisman. There's, what, about 40-something days between the bowl game. They're going to all the dinners, and then they get to the bowl game, they're not ready. Cubs won the World Series. They celebrated like they're supposed to, and they did all the TV shows and the parades and everything, and having trouble cranking it up here early in 2017.
David Ross is over the 500 mark, by the way, on Dancing with the Stars. 3-2. Swing and a foul tip and a strikeout. Number 4 for Wade Miley.
Yoga in the outfield returns Sunday, May 28th. Nats Padres game, 1:35 start. Purchase of this special ticket, receive a Nationals yoga mat. Enjoy a post-game yoga class. Visit nationals.com/special ticket. Always a popular promotion. Yoga in the outfield.
I'm not doing tree pose up here. If I fall out, I am dead.
Beautiful sunset. It's a great shot. Namaste.
That too. Murphy bouncing ball to Jonathan Scope first time. Miley had him reaching for a breaking ball, low and away. He's ahead here. Murphy doesn't want to get to 2 strikes, but on the foul ball, it is 0-2. And another ground ball for Scope. Not a lot of hard contact other than Ryan Zimmerman's first inning line drive speared by J.J. Hardy. Matt Weeder single. Second inning also hit very well to the gap in right center.
When you look at the first 3 starters for the Orioles, Gausman got ejected in the 2nd inning. Jimenez lasted 3 1/3 against the Yankees. And the guy tonight lasted 2/3 of an inning, so they're seeing 3 fresh starters that basically skipped the start.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means other than they've all pitched well. And maybe that's why. Other side, Steven threw 119 pitches and kind of career high. So I'm just trying to figure out why when you talk to Orioles people, they're like, Gausman has no command. He's getting crushed. Jimenez, same thing. Miley, they said, has been more aggressive, but he's walking a lot of guys. So you're getting these scouting reports that are conflicting because they're fresh. Look at
Yeah.
Miley. I mean, he's got a live fastball tonight. He basically skipped the start. All three of them did, and all three of them have dealt.
Yeah, a lot of it's luck of the draw, how a team's going when your turn comes around to play them. Nats have to make something happen here. Rendon is 0-2. Murphy was 0-2.
Makes you think about skipping starts and the value of that. He was good last night. Everyone said he's wild. He's throwing it right down the middle. He's getting it. He was pitching to a corner, kept him off balance.
Yeah, he pitched 2 outs into the 8th inning. 1-2 pitch. Rendon, a good take. Able to keep the bat and those hands back.
Best check swinger ever. I don't know how he does it. Strong wrists, forearms.
2-2. Upstairs. He's already walked once tonight. And Wieters already has a base hit. Second full count of the inning for Miley. And he will walk Rendon. Third walk of the night. Somebody may have to pop one out of here to get this scoreboard off 0.
Well, maybe Matt Wieters will be that guy. I see you trying to channel a Tater.
Doing okay against his ex-team. 3 for 9 with a walk and an RBI. He's up there hacking. Talked about the quality of his right-handed at-bats this year, even though there haven't been that many. With his opposite field base hit last time, 6 for 11.
I like his right-handed home run finish when he holds the bat way up high with his left hand.
That time he holds his left hand up high to hold Rendon.
I like the white cleats tonight too. I don't know if I've seen him wear those before. Check it out. It's going Oakland A's on us. We used to call them clown shoes in Oakland. Had to wear the clown shoes.
Guys were years ahead of your time out there.
Or behind, one or the other.
2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Rendon short lead.
Badland.
That's waiting for that big extra base hit. Change up floating away. 3-2. Anthony Rendon will thus get a head start. So long innings except for that 1-2-3 third. Wieters left center. That's going to drop. Rendon reads it, heads for third, and Matt Wieters is 2 for 2.
Hit them where they ain't. Good at bat by Matt Wieters. Fought off some nasty pitches from Wade Miley to get this one and flipped it out to left field. 2 for 2. First and third, 2 outs for Michael A. Taylor. He had a chance his first time up. Looked like he went cut fastball there right off the label. And hands inside in a good position. Fights it up the middle. And Michael A. Taylor runs into one. We got a ball game.
Well, Michael, after that hot streak he had, is now 2 for his last 20. Miley just kind of tantalizing him with off-speed stuff.
Good block.
One the count, 2 outs. Big rip. We'll see if he sees another fastball in this AB after that swing.
Show him that fastball in and go to the other side of the plate here with either a fastball or change. We'll see. Now we're going back in there again. Too high.
3 and 2.
Too high, easy take. It's a big pitch.
Wieters on the move.
Don't necessarily have to throw him a strike, but Strasburg hit the ball hard his first time up.
Taylor, base hit to left. Gets the Nats on the board. A big 2-out RBI for him, his 5th of the season. Strasburg is next, and it's a 2-run game. 2-out walk hurts Wade Miley.
The reason I said you don't have to throw him a strike is you have a base open and the pitcher on deck. Looked like he threw him. Is that a changeup down? Yeah, Michael Taylor on it. Good at bat by Michael Taylor. That's some good hacks. Clutch 2-out knock. 106-mile-an-hour line drive and some high fives in the stands. Nats on the board. 2-run game. Steven feeling good about his swing. Hit a bullet first time up. Remember, he hit his second career tater last start in Philly. Muscled one out to left center. 411 feet, I believe.
Fourteenth time a Nats pitcher homered.
Decent hack.
Well, for the Nats in this inning, bottom of the order producing.
Yeah, just looking at my scorecard, thinking the same thing.
That's a fair ball down to Chris Davis. Nats will get a 2-out walk, a couple of hits on the board thanks to Michael A. Taylor.
Nats down 3-1 here in D.C. The Nationals bullpen has been a popular topic of conversation these first 5-6 weeks or so to begin the season, and Dusty Baker was asked earlier today how he kind of balances showing his struggling relievers tough love versus the positive side of things with discussing the various struggles with them. And Dusty said you're tougher on guys when things are going pretty good as opposed to being tough on them when they're down. You don't want to kick dirt on people. Guys know when they're struggling. They don't need to hear it from someone else. He said you give them encouragement. You tell them what you've noticed. You give them a particular thing that you want them to improve upon. You give them something positive without lying to them. And guys, he continues to say that he has faith in his relievers. He believes they're going to turn it around. And Coda Glover and Sean Kelly, both getting very close to returning, will be a nice shot in the arm for that group.
As Sean Kelly simulated game today. Threw well, feels good. At least he did afterwards. We'll maybe wait till tomorrow. Coons.com with Dan's Sideline Report. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons.
I mean, they got to figure it out. It's that simple. They got to get healthy. They got to figure it out.
Jones a walk and an RBI single.
Because it's not like you could just go out and get a reliever. Everybody knows you need one, so the asking price is going to be high. And so those guys know.
This one to right. Bryce Harper back and then comes rushing in. Guy like Adam Jones takes a big swing. Your first inclination is to retreat. Bryce has played fantastic right field this year. So more in the bullpen. Numbers from Jeep. Second worst in baseball on the ERA and opponent's batting average. Third most homers. Third fewest strikeouts.
It takes an emotional toll on you as a ball club. Dusty Baker said it as much. We were talking about it during the game last night. When you blow leads late, that's when the clubhouse is the quietest. That's when you have trouble leaving it there. And you train yourself as a ball player to, when you go out those clubhouse doors, leave it in the clubhouse. See your family after the game, you're done. But those tough ones late, they make it in the car on the way home, and sometimes they even permeate into the next day. It suck the life out of you when you think you have a W and it's snatched from you. Especially when you have your ace on the mound and he pitched his heart out. Those are tough ones, man.
Boy, did he. 0-2 to Machado. This one high in the air. It looks like it's headed for the seats.
But, I mean, you could focus on that, or there's a lot of really good stuff going on around here. But you need to fix that. They need to fix themselves. Or else, you'll have pitchers that are gassed by June. Starting pitchers, I should say.
Yeah.
You'll have a lineup that's going to maybe start pressing to score more runs, so you don't have to have a save situation, and it just kind of snowballs in a negative way. So they'll figure it out.
Swing and a foul tip. Manny Machado becomes Strasburg's 8th strikeout victim tonight.
And if they don't, someone will figure it out for him. That's just the way baseball goes. That's the way it's always gone.
Bottom line business.
Nothing goes together quite like beer and baseball at the ballpark. I can't believe I messed that up. On Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, get a ticket and a beer starting at $21 with Bud and Baseball, presented by Budweiser. Available online only at national.com/Bud and Baseball. I'm in.
That ball gashed up the middle by Chris Davis. To that point, Steven Strasburg had retired 9 out of 10 hitters. So he's trying to do what he can on the mound to grab momentum back for his ball club. Top of the order coming up in the bottom of this inning. So very important for him to get Trumbo here and get his guys right back in the dugout. Trumbo, 2 swinging strikeouts. Number 2 and 4 on the Strasburg ledger. That ball is crushed to left center, and it's 5-1. That is way up beyond the red seats into the blue ones. And Mark Trumbo has a 7-game hitting streak. FP, that's one of the longest home runs we've ever seen to that part of this ballpark.
Yeah, I mean, just Puritan. Nothing else you could say. It looked like a slider from Steven that didn't do a whole lot. And you can't hit him any further than that. And that was almost up to the brew house, maybe 2 rows shy. Over the red seats, over the bullpen.
Wow.
Look at, they had no idea they were getting a baseball tonight. Look where they're sitting, folks. That was a bomb. My goodness. If Zims was 470, that's 470. Michael Morris hit one there, 465 feet. All right, so maybe 460. StatCast brought to you by Amazon Web Services. Survey says, how far did she fly? 461.
Wow. Trumbo had 2 home runs in 30 games, and now he has 2 against the Nats. Jonathan Scope, the hitter, hit by a pitch and a double. So the 2-out Davis base hit kept things alive. Now the Nats are down by 4. Hot shot Murphy right there. Got to refire the offense again. Trey Turner to lead off. 5-1 Baltimore.
Cricket, something to smile about. Well, you're at the yard. It's a nice night. All kinds of stuff going on in DC sports-wise tonight. No score in the Caps game still. Second period, 17:36 left. Just off the top of my head. 5-1 Orioles, bottom of the 5th.
All right, bottom of the 5th inning. Freight Rail works. Interleague numbers for Trey Turner, Jason Worth, and Bryce Harper. Trey Turner with a base hit. First pitch hacking. And he's now 2 for 9 in the series. So important to have him on, because FP, if he struggles, then you really feel the effect of Adam Eaton at his absence.
Yeah, and he changes the whole dynamic once he gets on. You start thinking about him instead of the guy in the batter's box.
Miley, by the way, well over 90 pitches here as he operates with nobody out, 5th inning.
Wizards down by 17. They only have 12% of the poll, though, so.
Jason Worth.
I mean, don't you know Jason's hitting? You have to move on the other side. Well, he moved a little further that way. All right, here we go.
Yeah, he doesn't like the umpire on that side of the infield with the left-handed pitcher. Trey Turner, 6 for 7. Actually safe at second base last night in the 3rd inning, but he went right off the other side of the bag, and they kept the tag on to get him for a caught stealing.
All right, 3rd time through. Probably have a pretty good game plan based on what he's done the first couple of times to get you.
Worth a walk and a fly ball to center.
Twitter update. You're dying to see it. 1,288 votes. Go to @FightinHydrant and use hashtag NatsPoll. That's my Twitter.
A lot of votes.
A lot of votes.
3-0. Last thing Miley wants to do is walk anybody with Harper and Zimmerman coming up. He's got a big lead right now. Pitch number 97 coming.
Okay.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's this year. Small sample size.
Only averaging 5 innings per start this year. And he's going to have to battle to go 5 tonight. 2 on, nobody out. Harper next.
A lot of people on Twitter say we should call everybody out of this inning, but just the fact that they're tweeting it, it's working. We did that once. It was organic. It worked. Probably not going to go back to it, but you could think it.
Harper, ground ball, swinging strikeout. One swing gets the Nats right back in this thing with a long, long way to go. They'd love to have an answer for that Trumbo homer in the top of this inning. Worth getting a big lead because Davis plays way behind him, so he's just eyeballing Trey Turner here. Comes down to one of those things, does a hitter like a guy at second jumping around and moving a whole lot during his at bat? Harper takes ball 2, and an alarm went off, and Caleb Joseph headed for the mound.
Well, we'll show you this. We won't call everybody at him. We'll just show you this. This is from his Instagram today. We made it. Getting on the road to recovery. Can't wait to get after it. Big thanks to all the doctors, nurses who made it go so smoothly. I miss being out there with the boys. Soon enough, hold it down, fellas. So thumbs up from Adam Eaton, and that's just great to see him. We miss him. Miss him a lot.
Huge.
He grew on us quickly. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. He's fun to watch.
Two and 0 to Bryce. You're down by 4. Took a pitch. Now here we go.
Try to load him up for 13 taters on deck.
First 2 guys in the lineup are on base. Harper, 1 career RBI against Miley, 4 for 9. Trying to get all over 92 right there. Still leading the league in hitting. Ryan Zimmerman waits. Two, and that is a base hit to left. Trey Turner had to make sure before motoring to third, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And nobody's throwing for the Orioles.
We're just showing the picture of the guy. It's a base hit. Good sequence. Wade Miley versus Bryce Harper. First pitch slider. Fish ain't biting. Another slider. Fish ain't biting. Go out and talk to him. Fastball. Paint. Good pitch. Big hack right here by Bryce. It looks like he got a fastball up. Got on top of it. Beautiful swing by Bryce Harper. Short, compact, right to it. Line drive to left. Line is moving in the fifth, folks. Nats need a big knock, and they got their guy up. Right man in the right spot.
Zimmerman 0 for 2 tonight. Hit the ball as hard as you can first time. J.J. Hardy leapt and took away an RBI single. Then he struck out swinging in the fourth. Long conference here.
Break up the rock pile. Let's go.
Roger McDowell, the pitching coach. He's got more to talk about. Doug Eddings says, let's go.
Dusty on the other end of the bench. You know, that end always works. Why doesn't he start there? Every time he goes to the end of the bench, it works. I'm going to talk to him tomorrow.
Ryan Zimmerman. A lot of damage to the Orioles in the past. They've pitched him well in this series. 1 for 11. That goes all out the window right now.
Six grand salamis.
Hit his first grand slam 10 years ago. Then the off speed gets him 0-2.
Traffic. Trying to jump back into this one.
Five for 12 career against Miley. 4 batted in.
There's certain times in a 2-strike count where you need to put the ball in play. For Ryan right here down by 4, every pitch is a 3-1 mentality. Forget the count, who cares? I'm letting it rip. I'm trying to go quick strike offense, get my ball club back in the game, hit a gap, hit one of the seats. So 3-1 mentality even with 2 strikes.
Ball 3. Zimmerman's also walked 3 times against Miley, who's already given out 4 free passes tonight. And some of the Nats fans are going to come to their feet here.
That's where everybody needs to come to their feet in a red shirt.
Bases loaded, nobody out, 3-2 count. He throws a pitch off the plate, and Ryan Zimmerman foul tips it for the strikeout. He rings up Zimmerman for the 2nd time tonight.
I'll tell you what, that took a lot of guts to throw a 3-2 changeup with the bases loaded, and that fooled me too. I thought there's no way he can go changeup here. He hasn't commanded it. The only pitch he's commanded is the fastball, and he threw a changeup and fooled everybody.
Murphy. 2 rollover ground balls to second. Outside, ball 1.
I can't see, he said. I'm having trouble seeing the signs. One of those was against the Mets on the Sunday night baseball game recently.
Nationals looking for their first extra base hit of the night.
He might go taps here. He's having trouble seeing the fingers of Caleb Joseph. Maybe they're going to change the signs up, not because of what's going on at second, because he can't see him.
Michael Gibbons has been up for a while. 111 pitches by Miley. His 20th of the inning, misses away, 2-1. Murphy out of play. 2-2.
Looking fastball, threw him a slider.
A lot of speed out there. Turner, Worth, and Harper. Murphy to Davis. To short for one. Daniel beats the relay and a run scores. 30th RBI for Murphy. It's a 5-2 game.
A pretty good hustle by Daniel Murphy here. When he hit this, you're wondering, is this going to be a double play? Fairly hard. Miley can't get there. Good feed by Chris Davis. Right on the money. Got rid of it quick, too, with something on it. Just Murph hustling for the RBI.
Nationals get one of those runs back from the top of the inning. Miley has walked Rendon twice, and you can't blame him. Anthony 7 for 11 career against him, so he hasn't wanted a whole lot to do with Anthony Rendon tonight, but he's got Matt Wieters behind him as 2 for 2.
Yeah, guy next got a couple knocks.
And a check of Murph. Nats have been very patient. Stays out there, and it's 2-0.
A couple of base runners in the second for the Nats. 3 more in the fourth. 4 more here. So they're getting guys on. Just wait for that big knock.
And he paints the inside edge for a strike. Wade Miley by far his most pitches in a ball game now.
Well, he didn't throw any last start. 2/3 of an inning.
12 pitches before he got knocked out, literally. 2-2 to Anthony Rendon. Well hit, but it's right at Mark Trumbo. Nats settling for 1 on 2 hits around the walk. or 4 inning test for the Orioles bullpen as Miley's pitch count way up there. Steven Strasburg may have another couple of innings in him, just still waiting for that big hit against these guys.
Chipping away, getting base runners on. Every team in DC is behind right now, so we're going to turn that around hopefully, and turn this one around, turn the other 2 around. Nice Twitter poll tonight, by the way. It's my fault. I'm wearing this. It's all my fault. It's my idea.
On to the top of the 6th inning. J.J. Hardy leads off for the O's. Strasburg in the strike zone. Yeah, he did, says Doug Eddings. No balls, 2 strikes. Hardy 1 for 2. Orioles box score. Bunch of singles, 3 of them. Won a bunt for the 4th single of that 2nd inning. Then Trumbo, the really big fly for the 2 runs in the top of the 5th on a ball just crushed. Ryan Zimmerman tracking this one.
Good effort.
Yeah, barely unreachable. When you have insight, you know how to handle your finances with confidence. Brought to you by PNC Bank. For the achiever in you, Taylor Gushue, 23-year-old catcher, drafted out of the University of Florida, 4th round 3 years ago, and doing a big-time job for the Potomac Nationals. 12 for his last 35 with power. Brought to you by PNC Bank. Caleb Joseph in the pitcher's spot. And Strasburg walks the number 7 hitter here to lead off the 6th. Second walk of the night. Joseph has been a pain. He hits that one hard. Turner to Murphy. Well turned up the middle on the 6-4-3.
Looked like the ball tried to scoot out of Trey Turner's glove for a second, but they had enough time, stayed with it. Good feed to Daniel Murphy. Catcher running, have a little bit of time. Look at the ball come out. Stay with it. Bare hand feed, not a problem. Very casual turn by Daniel Murphy. He knew the ball was hit hard and they had a catcher running, so no panic here by Murph, no panic by Trey Turner. Nicely done. Little Harlem Globetrotter double play. I like it.
Wade Miley is going to be done for the night. They'll be hitting for him. Hyun-Soo Kim waiting. 119 pitches for Miley. 70 strikes as he battles his way through 5 long innings. Kim, 29 years of age, 302 for the Orioles in 95 games last year. 318 hitter in 9+ years in the Korean baseball organization. He's from Seoul, South Korea. And Kim this year is a pinch hitter, 0 for 3. Strasburg 4 pitches from 100. Due to bat third in the bottom of this inning. There's a lot of moving around in the Nationals bullpen. One-two pitch and had Kim reaching. Potomac Nationals back in town Friday for a 7-game homestand. Get your Bryce Harper gobblehead. Celebrate Fitzgiving, full turkey dinner, all the trimmings. There's the number, there's the website. Swing and a miss on a pitch up and in. 9 for Strasburg tonight. A couple of double play balls. And it's a 5-2 game. His batting spot coming up third when the Nats come up. Time for the unlimited baseball break, brought to you by T-Mobile. Well, Aaron Altair got his 3-run homer against the Nats in Philly on Sunday. He's kept it going. CC Sabathia struggling suddenly for the Yankees, who are doing very well. And Mike Trout was out on the field trying to stretch out that hamstring today. Possible return tomorrow for the Halos. 5-2 Orioles over the Nats here, out hitting Washington 8-5. And if you need expert printing, the UPS store has you covered. Together, nothing we can't solve. So Buck Showalter's called to the bullpen for Michael Givens. 8th inning. Last night, inning and a third scoreless with 1 hit, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. During that time, he faced Matt Wieters, walked him intentionally, and this one right up the middle for J.J. Hardy.
Givens will show you his numbers, kind of turn his back to you. 3-quarter delivery, fastball, slider, change. Fastball averages 95. Weird that the Orioles knew right where to play Matt Wieters on that ground ball.
Unbelievable. They evidently keep charts on their own guys. So here's the Nats box score. Frustrating night. All singles. RBIs by Taylor's base hit and Murphy's ground ball. Steven Strasburg is on deck here in the bottom of the 6th as Blake Trinan warms up. Things could change if Taylor gets on base. These two were to face each other last night, but that's when Dusty Baker went with Adam Lind, and you know what happened there. Here's Brian Goodwin.
Yeah, it gives you that half turn. It's almost like a quick pitch. I think he's going to turn his back all the way and then gives you half turn and tries to rush you.
Taylor swing and a miss. That will keep Steven Strasburg. Or will it? He was walking toward the plate. And he's been called back. Looks like Wilmer Defoe is going to hit for him. So Strasburg will be done after 6 innings and 100 pitches. Pinch hitting, not a problem for the ball club this year. All brought to you by Jeep. Adam Lind, 3 of the 4 pinch hit home runs of all people. Ryan Zimmerman with the other. 10 for 41. The Nats pinch batters this year.
And when Stephen Drew gets back, those numbers will go up even further. Getting close.
Defoe in the series 0 for 5. Turner on deck. Slow roller, right side. Jonathan Scope. And the ball, I believe, left the field of play, and Defoe should go to second. It went through the stairway at the end of the Nats dugout before popping right back out.
Well, Scope took that extra step, and when he did, he had to hurry. I think he had trouble with the exchange. If he fields this cleanly, he's got Defoe, but he didn't. And Wilmer can run. He's smelling the hit right here. And Scope did a double pump thing. Watch Jonathan Scope. He fields it cleanly, and then he just takes an extra step right there and then rushes the throw. So how did he score that one? Single E4, I'm hearing.
Yeah, they have to give him an error for the advancement to second base. So Wilmer Defoe will take that base hit.
Yeah, he will.
And now the Nats have 6 on the night, but Turner goes quickly and quietly, and that's it. They have Trey Turner in this series 2 for 10.
To the top of the 7th inning. Let's check out Steven Strasburg's strikeouts tonight. Had 9 of them. Changeup was his best pitch tonight. Had a dirty one going on early. So 6 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, ERA at 3.28. And he threw 100 pitches, 68 of those for strikes. Washington area Toyota dealers help children and their families by making a donation of $37 to the Children's Inn at NIH for every strikeout by a Nats pitcher this season.
2 nights ago, Blake Treinen had one of his better outings recently when he came into the 7th. Popped up Machado, struck out Mark Trumbo, struck out Chris Davis. Trying to build on that and keep this a 3-run game against the top of the Orioles order, Smith, Jones, and Machado.
Yeah, 2-seam fastball, tons of sink, 96.2 on average. Last year it averaged 95.4, so the fastball up a whole mile an hour for Blake early in the season. Slider 88, that's up 2 miles an hour too. And the changeup he's thrown 7% of the time. Last year he threw it 0.8.
Good running 98 there. Modified shift on. In fact, now it becomes more of a shift after strike 1. Rendon retreats. Turner moves over. Murphy stays in short right field.
Trying to build on that last outing.
Close with the slider at 90.
It's a good foul ball. It's a nasty slider.
Seth Smith 2 for 3 career against Blake. Swing and a miss. So 89 on the slider for his first out. Let's go inside some numbers brought to you by PNC. Adam Jones, since 08, career games against the Nationals, interleague play, and doing a big time job. 29 RBIs in 47 games and 31 runs. When these two teams first met in interleague play, Adam Jones was still a Seattle Mariner. After the 07 season, came over to the Orioles in that 7-player deal involving Eric Bedard as the other big name.
It's so weird. I don't think of Adam Jones as a Mariner at all.
Yeah, just 73 games in 2 years there. He was their first round pick in 03. Pretty well hit out to right center. Taylor stops at the edge of the track. 2 down. Next up, Manny Machado, who's 1 for 2 career against Treinen.
Just looking for some back-to-back scoreless innings, some 1-2-3s, get your confidence up like we talked about the other night. Get some high fives when you come back to the dugout, not the awkward silence when you're giving up some runs. Good slider for the strikeout. Make him swing the bat right there. Looking for that 3rd out right now.
Strasburg struck out Machado swinging twice. Got him on a 4-3 double play ball the other time. And that is going a long way to left. Manny Machado, only his 2nd hit of this series, and it puts the Orioles on top 6-2.
Looked like a first pitch slider that just stayed right down the middle, and Machado stayed through it. Kind of backed up into his turbo zone, and with the extension, a high far one for the Orioles third baseman.
9th home run of the year, which leads their ball club.
Bullpen's still having trouble keeping the ball in the yard.
On the season, that's the 20th homer given up by the Nationals bullpen.
It's a lot for a season.
That ball is touched to center by Davis, but Taylor is there. So it's a 4-run deficit again, with Worth, Harper, and Zimmerman coming up. Michael Givens, bottom 7 here. First pitch slider in there, inside edge. Two walks are on the fly ball to center. If you count the walks, the Nats have had 10 base runners tonight. 8 have been left on base. Tepper, right side. Davis or the pitcher. Nobody's covering first. And Jason Worth will leg one out.
It's a beautiful thing. The 5-run 7 started with a infield single by Jason Worth. I'm sticking to that. And that was almost like when you push a bunt to second. You see that ball check up and go actually back towards second base with all the spin on it? A lot of times those will spin toward first. That one had slider spin. I thought Buck was walking somebody. He's going out to mount, a little double switch action.
Joey Rickard is going to left field to replace Seth Smith. And we'll have some left-handed action. Donnie Hart out of their bullpen. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals.
The 12th Street Tunnel has never moved that fast, ever. It's stuck in that thing every single time. Right?
Yeah, it is a bottleneck, that first traffic light. You think you're cruising along.
Yeah.
Boom.
You're stuck in there for like 4 lights.
All right. Lefty-lefty matchup. Donnie Hart, 26-year-old lefty, first appearance of this series. 16th of the year for the O's and a very good ERA of 1.80. Only 2 earned runs in 10 innings.
Fastball slider change. Fastball 87. Slider 76. Change 79.
Bryce Harper 0 for 2 career against him. He really steps toward the first base dugout before cross-firing that slider.
He stepped into the Nats clubhouse on that one.
Oh, 1, target away.
Big rip. Got a single to left. He's trying to hit one of the bleachers right there. I'm going crouch here with 2 strikes there, but.
Right off the end of the bat. Time for the Beltway Series Trivia Scramble.
Erminzia.
Which National slugged 3 homers at Camden Yards in 13? Unscrambled, text it to 29292 for your chance to win a meet and greet with Trey Turner, brought to you by University of Maryland, University College.
Nira Erenzia.
Harper just trying to take that breaking ball and serve it to left. Is that spelled Ollendorf? No, that would, nope. Not as many letters.
Nira is the first thing.
0-2 to Bryce. Shift on. And he was just trying to make contact there. Pop up short right center. 1 out and a very important one for the Orioles. There's a guy with a lot of letters in his name coming up.
Almost like you could scramble him and have a contest.
I think the biggest out of the night for the Orioles was when Wade Miley struck out Ryan Zimmerman with the bases loaded and nobody out. 5th inning. Murphy did get an RBI grounder, but that strikeout really made it tough for the Nats to build a big inning.
It's a big out too for the Orioles, and a big at bat for the Nats. Make this a 2-run game if you shoot them right here.
(1-0). Double play ball. Hardy, Scope, 6-4-3. And the Orioles continue to frustrate the Nationals. 6-2 into the 8th inning.
Promised you earlier in the game, it's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite. Mark Trumbo had a big-time tater here tonight. His 4th of the year, 461 feet over the red seats into somebody's nachos. The last row before the brew house. Mark Trumbo with a big-time bomb here tonight. And that's your Miller moment.
Top 8, he leads off against Blake Trinan. Trumbo 0 for 1 career against Blake. Unbelievable action on that 97. Third base line, and Rendon picks it up. Foul. $32,984. The Nats are leading in attendance in the battles of the Beltway. Orioles had 23,500 on Monday. 26,348 last night. The Nationals are averaging right around 31,000 a game. 6th highest in the National League. Off to the right side, it stays 0-2. Up the middle, Turner, long way to go, slides, picks it up, throws, and it brought Ryan Zimmerman off the bag.
Pretty good effort by Trey Turner. He went a long way for this ball into a slide. Daniel Murphy getting out of the way. And then Ryan stretching as far as he could. He had to come off the base to keep that. But look how far Turner went in traffic. The slider out over allowed Trumbo to get extended and hit it back up the middle. He was having trouble keeping that sinker fair, and he gets himself a base hit. Are they thinking about looking at it to see if his foot was on?
They thought about it. Jonathan Scope has been hit by the ball once tonight, and then he hit it hard twice. J.J. Hardy's had a good night. Low and away, 2-1. Out to left. Here comes Jason Worth. First out. 8th inning. Chevy rode ahead, and it's important for the Nats to make a comeback tonight because they're facing one of the Orioles' best in 5-1, Dylan Bundy, tomorrow. Then the Phillies are here for the weekend. Night games Friday, Saturday. WUSA 9 joins us on Sunday. And then the off day Monday before we go to Pittsburgh and Atlanta. It's all driven by your local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyFirst.com. There's J.J. Hardy, base hit, a run, and a walk. Couple of good defensive plays.
Better ballpark, Pittsburgh or the new one in Atlanta? Go.
Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
Is that quick enough?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I thought I'd get you to bite on Atlanta maybe because it's brand new, but no, you're right.
Good tacos on the press level in Atlanta, but that's about it.
B minus tacos.
Compared to downstairs,
Yes.
pretty good. Pretty hard to beat the view of the Golden Triangle across the river. 0-2, Trinan to Hardy. On the edge, he runs that fastball, 97. Blake Trinan's second strikeout in this outing.
You know, and if you're Blake Trinan and you're trying to get back on track, how do you do it? Well, A, you got to pound the strike zone. B, you got to pick up your tempo. And in my opinion, C, live and die with your 97, 98 sinker. Just let it feed into right-handers, backdoor it right there, go after guys, announce your presence with authority, the old Nuclear Lush line with 98, and just be aggressive with your fastball. I mean, look at that. You can't get to that when it's 98.
Jamming Caleb Joseph. A run on 2 hits in 2 innings for Blake Trinan. Nats need a lot of runs. On Masson, brought to you by visitannapolis.org. Create your moment at visitannapolis.org. And by American Standard Heating and Air. Go to midatlanticcomfort.com for special offers and to find a dealer near you. Ballpark a little quiet right now. Things are not going well for the local teams on 3 different fronts. This one going to the bottom of the 8th with Murphy, Rendon, and Wieters facing lefty Donnie Hart. Now that Bryce Harper has faced Donnie Hart, the only other Nat who had previously matched up with him, Daniel Murphy, 2 for 2 with a double and an RBI.
Can't be an easy at bat for a lefty. I mean, he's stepping behind you.
Joe Blanton for the 9th. They'll have the 9th spot, then the top of the order. Murphy waits for the breaking ball and has himself a base hit. His 45th hit of the year. Leadoff man aboard, 8th inning.
For every Nats walk, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield contributes $50 to support Girls on the Run DC. The Nats have drawn 138 walks for a total of $6,900. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Anthony Rendon with a couple of walks tonight. Good at bat last time up. Lined out to right. Buck Showalter's not messing around with the lefty anymore.
He's been warming up. Right-hander Alec Asher. Righty-righty matchup. When we come back, the Nats need a bunch of base runners, down by 4. Tonight, couple of walks, a run scored, line drive to right. He'll be the first guy to face 25-year-old Alec Asher for the Orioles. 5 games, couple of starts so far, 2.5 ERA.
Yeah, opponent's hitting 231. Look at righties, 313 off of Asher. Small sample size. Fastball, curveball, change. He'll cut the fastball too. It averages 91 miles an hour. So a cut fastball to Anthony Rendon's swing could be a good matchup for the Nats third baseman.
Asher, a former Philly who made 12 starts in 2 years for them, and the Nats have seen a bit of him. Anthony Rendon 1 for 5 with an RBI against the right-hander. Craig Gentry on the double switch. Buck Showalter feeling pretty good with a 4-run lead to double switch Mark Trumbo out of a game.
Well, you want your best defense out there late, and that's what Buck's going for. He's counting on his bullpen and a 4-run cushion. He wants guys that can catch the ball.
Thus Gentry will lead off the 9th. Matt Wieder's waiting, and he's had a good night. Got to get the line moving here in the 8th inning. Of course, they don't have Zach Britton, their great closer. Might be without him for up to 60 days. Buck Showalter said yesterday. Brad Brock has come in, done a nice job saving 8 out of 9, but you'd like to make it happen here. Check swing, strike 2. Strike 3 call.
I mean, that's some good command. You look at the cutter just darting the outside half. Look at the pitches, all in the black. Every single one.
Matt Wieters facing Asher for the first time.
Trying to tease the top of the strike zone.
Target away. And it's right on the outside edge.
Got the spray paint out tonight. Just darting the corners. Look at that.
Wow. First time the Nats have seen him in this series, and he is sharp. And Wieters is out, 2 down.
Same thing. Paint away, then he runs a fastball back with 2 strikes on the black. Watch this. Nothing in the middle of the plate from Alec Asher. Nothing.
That's as quick a swing back fastball as you will see. Impressive. And now Michael A. Taylor, 1 for 2 against him. That ball is driven to left. See you later. And Michael A. Taylor, who's driven in 3, will make this a 2-run game.
That was a low line drive. That's going to have a low launch angle. Maybe the lowest one we've seen this year. I guarantee that's around 20, 21. Check out the location of the pitch. Not a bad pitch. Just down right into Michael A. Taylor's turbo zone. So Alec Asher paints Anthony Rendon and Matt Wieters, and Michael A. Taylor says, I ain't waiting around for nothing. First pitch hacking. 6-4 game. Hold on, folks. One more, and the Nats are going to pull their goalie.
Good call. Michael A. Taylor hitting over 400 at home now. He took his RBI total from 4 and put it up to 7 tonight. Now Brian Goodwin will be the hitter. Goodwin in this series, 1 for 3 with a stolen base. Facing Alec Asher for the first time. Boy, when Michael A. Taylor hits him, they stay hit. On the grass at third, Manny Machado. Goodwin can fly.
18-degree launch angle, I'm being told. A low liner. Almost caught by J.J. Hardy. That's how low that was.
2-1. Way up and in, spins him out of there. Now the Nats within 1 pitch of getting the tying run into the batter's box.
See, I think this is an automatic take count. I mean, it's hard to tell Brian Goodwin, who's been sitting around all night, to take a 3-1 pitch, but the tying run's on deck. You're going to get the same pitch 3-2 as you get right here.
And he takes the walk.
It's getting interesting.
Pretty innocent inning, now turning into something very interesting. Top of the order, Trey Turner.
Good at bat, line moving. Little 2-out lightning by Michael A. Taylor. See what Trey Turner has in store for us.
Turner 0 for 3 career against Asher. 1 for 4 tonight with a base hit and a run scored.
I don't think he's running down by 2.
And you cannot get picked off. Trey Turner, 2 homers, 13 batted in. Well, the Phillies did that to him all weekend, making him chase high fastballs. Now it's 1-2.
Well, I'm going to stay up there until you lay off it. You get a book on you, that's what other teams are going to try to do. I don't think this was by design, though. You see where Caleb Joseph was setting up down and away. He just got underneath the 2-seamer.
Pretty good job to extend and foul that pitch away. Jason Worth has been on base 3 times tonight. Target away. Turner, swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning. A base hit by Murphy. 2 outs later, a Michael A. Taylor laser to left. Now it's a 2-run game into the 9th. Tomorrow night, game 4 between the Nats and the Orioles. A.J. Cole got a win Saturday at Philadelphia, a run in 6 innings. Battled back from a slow start. He pitched pretty well at Baltimore last year. There's Dylan Bundy, 5-1 with a 2.17 ERA in 7 starts. He's healthy and He's one of the building blocks for the future of the Baltimore staff. Johnny and Ray get you going at 6:30.
6-4, top of the ninth. Michael A. Taylor making things a little more interesting here. This is pretty interesting. MLB.com at bat is your #1 mobile app for live Nationals baseball. Stay connected with fully customizable experiences. Get Nationals home screen icons, app features, as well as game day, live video highlights, radio broadcasts, StatCast news. Could this be longer? Download MLB.com at bat today. Jeez Louise.
Customizable, what'd you expect?
I got to customize that promo.
Here's Matt Albers. On the double switch, Craig Gentry came into play right field. Takes the ball up and in, 9th inning underway. Gentry 2 for 6 career. Knows Albers a little bit from the American League. Oh, pardon me, there's Rickard. Gentry is on deck for Seth Smith. Pounded to the left side, and the count's 1-1. Two and one. In there. Rickard 0 for 1 career against Matt. There's that run back fastball for the strikeout. Into the 10 o'clock hour at Nationals Park. Top of the ninth, Orioles 6, Nationals 4. 19 hits in the game, 10 by the visitors. Michael A. Taylor has gotten the Nats close. Brad Brock, their closer, throwing in the left field bullpen. Top of the order, here's Craig Gentry. Swing and a miss.
Nats are the only hope on the Twitter poll right now.
Getting late for the Caps, very late.
It's only 104.78 in the basketball game.
Ouch. Hasn't the Caps' best offense lately been pulling the goalie and extra attacker? We'll find out soon. Oliver Perez. And that's for Chris Davis, still a couple of spots away. Albers likes to throw that slider, same place he throws the swing back fastball. Gentry not biting. Counts 1-2. Got him. Diving straight down. 2 Ks for Matt Albers.
I mean, he just does one thing really well, and it's just keep the ball down, whether it's his slider or his two-seamer. Look at pitch cast. Everything, the zone or below the zone, and that's pretty much the story for Matt Albers as a National. You know, minus that one pitch in Philadelphia to Aaron Altera slider he left up, he's been bottom of the strike zone or below and throwing lots of strikes. He comes out on the attack.
Here's Adam Jones, 1 for 3, RBI single and a walk.
Below the zone. Two-seam fastball. It looked like it was going to be up. Jones swung and bottom dropped out. Everything knees or below.
Target in. Drops at 92 with run and sink right under his bat.
Check out pitch cast here in a second. Look at below the zone. Bottom of the zone or below. That dotted line on the bottom half of the zone, you rarely see anything in the middle squares of tic-tac-toe right there.
Bases empty, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Matt Albert strikes out the side. A little momentum, we shall see. It'll be Worth, Harper, and Zimmerman. Nats need 2. The bottom of the 9th. Brad Brock on for the save, and when this one's over, Johnny Holiday and Ray Knight from their perch in left field. They've got the Nats Extra post-game show for you, presented by W.B. Mason. Brad Brock gave up a couple of hits on Monday night as the Nats tried to battle back. Walked the leadoff guy Murphy, 2 hits, and then the bizarre double play that ended that game and got him the save. So he's 8 for 9.
Yeah, fastball slider change for Brock. Fastball 65% of the time, 94.4 miles an hour on average. Slider 85, change 86.
All right, matchups. Jason Worth 1 for 3 against him with a home run and a base on balls. Harper and Zimmerman to follow. First pitch swinging if he sees something he likes.
I think you take a strike right here until you represent the tying run.
Yes, sir. Outside, ball 1. Up in the zone, and Jason thought it was high. Two and one.
You don't want to walk Jason Worth to get to this guy in a 2-run game. Jason trying to do his best Larry leadoff here to get on for Bryce.
On base percentage coming in just under .380 this year.
Fighting.
Two. Pop up over by the dugout and a play.
Pretty good hack. If that slider did what it was supposed to do, he was on it, just backed up. Thought it was going to go down the way. Came back in. Dusty to his lucky spot next to his biggest fan.
Two. Yeah, we know Jason Worth's history in the late innings. More pitches he sees that he fouls off, the more dangerous he becomes. Three and two.
Huge pitch coming. Huge.
Out of play.
See, he had to swing at that because of the called strike that was up, the 2-0 pitch that was up. That's the same exact spot. And now he's trying to protect that spot. He might have taken that had that one been called a ball. Look at that, right on top of it.
Here comes number 10.
Fight, keep fighting. That's all you can do. Rally hats.
That ball is driven deep to right. See you later. It's a one-run game on an epic at-bat by Jason Worth.
Pitch at bat ends in a home run. What an at bat by Jason Worth, and he is fired up, folks, and so are we. One team's got to win tonight, don't they?
Here's Bryce Harper. 1 for 4 tonight. Ooh. Trying to tie it.
I don't know, Carp, that I've ever seen a player, like you said in the middle of that at bat, that when he sees A lot of pitches, the at-bat gets better. He doesn't just end them with hits, though. He ends them with home runs. So you see guys fight 10-pitch at-bat, get a knock. He ends them with taters. Never seen anything like it.
Outside, counts even 1-1.
I mean, the Game 4 home run, the one against the Marlins in the rain delay, this one tonight, there's a handful in his 7 years here. I'm going to say at least 5, where if it gets to 8, 9 pitches, look out, it's going in the seats. Guy can still play, folks, at a high level.
2-1. And if Brock gets cute with Harper and ends up walking him, he's really got something to deal with. .96 for strike 2.
Battling, fighting. Show me that homer again. 11th pitch of the at-bat. Fastball right down Broadway. And I'll tell you what, when he's going out to right, look out. That's when he starts to heat up. And he knew he got it too, right? Couple home runs in Philly the other day, one that way. Similar swing. 103.6, 392 feet, 25-degree launch angle, 6'5".
2-2 to Harper, base hit left field, and Bryce is thinking 2. The tying run will be at second base.
Game on, baby, game on. That was a pretty piece of hitting. Second knock of the night for Bryce. Just flips his 9th double of the season down the left field line after he fought off a tough pitch before. And now if you're Ryan Zimmerman, I think you think about driving the ball out to right here. Probably not going to give you anything to pull. You want to move Bryce Harper to third at the very least, but you'd also like to drive him and yourself in and have everybody have a party at the plate.
Bryce Harper's first career hit against Brock. Zimmerman seeking his.
Everything's been away the whole series to Ryan, whether it's fastballs or sliders. They really haven't tried to challenge him in, not even show him in to get him off the plate. It's just been a steady diet of heaters and sliders away.
Orioles first team all year to keep Zimmerman at bay. He's 1 for 13 in the series. 0-2 pitch, target away, up the middle, and the runner has to hold at second.
Good read, though. That's not an easy read at second. A lot of times you can't tell where that ball is, and you go to third, you get a run down.
Nats still have 2 shots. Murphy first. Daniel Murphy 2 for 3 career against Brad Brock. Whoa. Outside edge, maybe.
You don't want that yet, or ever.
Yeah. Doug Eddings missing one, and Murphy behind in the count. Playing Murphy straight away. Way inside. We could hear the shout of Daniel Murphy as he thought he was about to get hit.
I think it was aye. That's what he usually says. What do you say? Yep. I prefer he says "foie" right here, personally. A really loud one.
Change up in the dirt, 3-1.
Wait, we missed the walk?
They're going to go ahead and give him the free pass with first base open. For the Orioles, sets up a force at every base. And Anthony Rendon coming on.
I mean, he just put the winning run on in the bottom of the ninth. He wants the right-on-right matchup. I understand what he's thinking, but very rarely do you see a skipper put the winning run on. But Buck Showalter's also the guy that walked Barry Bonds with the bases loaded when he was the manager for the Diamondbacks. He got Brett Maine to line out to right field behind it. So he wants the right-on-right matchup with the winning run on first base. Anthony Rendon hits a gap.
Buck's been known to think and manage outside the box.
Yeah. See if it works. See if it doesn't.
All right. Anthony Rendon 0 for 5 career against Brock. Brock struck him out swinging Monday night. Tying run second base, 1 out. And Murphy gets a huge lead as Davis plays way off the line. Anthony Rendon off to the right.
Boy, got a pitch. One walk-off knock.
Former Oriole waiting.
Extra fastball, 96 up high.
Base hit! Harper will be held at third by Bob Henley.
Had to.
Maybe a good thing as Adam Jones got it in quickly and straight, and the bases are loaded with 1 out.
Do you know how tough that is for Bob Henley to stop him right there? You got everybody in the ballpark screaming, send him. The base hit, you're thinking tie game. The natural reaction as a third base coach is to send him right here, right? You get caught up in the moment. That's a good stop by Bob Henley, who rarely stops anybody. He's a very aggressive third base coach. Look at him getting into position, backing up. Adam Jones had the ball before Bryce Harper got to third. Good stop by Henley. Great swing by Rendon. Everybody, stay right where you are. Same seats. Don't move a muscle.
Matt Wieters 2 for 4 tonight.
Boy, you couldn't write this up any better, could you?
Facing a former battery mate. Base hit! Base hit! The Nats are going to win it! Matt Wieters walks off Baltimore.
I mean, you couldn't write it any better than that, could you? Facing his old team, comes up, game on the line, base hit, and one team won at DC tonight, and it was your Washington Nationals. Matt Wieters got a fastball right down the middle, turn and burn, baby, and Anthony Rendon did a heck of a job getting out of the way. That if that hits him, it's a dead ball. Bryce scores, Murphy scores, and look at the emotion, folks. What a ball game. The game of the year for the Nats. And look at Jason Worth. He's coming to get you, baby. Look out.
Dan Coco, take it away, buddy.
Thank you very much, Bob. Matt, you know that ball club across the way pretty well. You know that pitcher, Brad Brock, pretty well. What are you looking for when you step into the batter's box?
Just trying to get something up. I was able to get a fastball the other day on, so I wanted to make sure I got his changeup up because he's got a really good changeup. But it's a game we needed. We kind of beat ourselves the first couple games, and tonight to be able to come back and win like that, it's big for us.
Jason got it all started in this 9th inning with an 11-pitch battle that led to a home run. How is that work, that result felt in the dugout?
Oh, you grind out the bat, and then they get the result right there is huge. I mean, we needed 2 runs, and we got 1 right off the bat. And then, it goes down. Harp had a great bat after that and just kind of moved on.
Bryce says that with this team, even when you guys are trailing, you're never down. How does that kind of develop?
We feel like our lineup's deep to where we can.
Took Anthony a bit to get out here, but he got you. How does that mentality develop?
We just pass on to the next guy, and we feel like our lineup 1 through 8 and even 9 with some of our pitchers is deep. So we're able to pass it on and just trying to put together good at-bats.
Congratulations, Matt.
Thanks.
Bob, back upstairs to you.
And by the way, in this series, Matt Wieters in the 9th inning, 2 for 2 against Brad Brock. The Nationals with a near miracle comeback after a very difficult couple of games in Baltimore, coming off a tough loss in Philadelphia. And my, oh my, how things can change in just a few moments. The Nats win it. They break a 3-game losing streak, and it's their 22nd win of the year, and they got a chance to gain ground on everybody in the division tonight. A.J. Cole and Dylan Bundy tomorrow. Johnny and Ray get you going at 6:30. This has been a memorable presentation of Masson. Stay tuned. Nats Extra postgame coming up. And from Nationals Park, see you later.